Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today's day 4, Friday, July the 5th. So you made it through your first week, which means we are at the end of our first unit. So today you'll be writing your very first test, the week 1 test. Okay. So this will cover everything from unit 1. There is no new lesson today. All you need to do today is complete the test and begin your culminating task. So for the Unit 1 test, you will have 4 tests in this course for the 4 weeks, okay? Those 4 tests plus this culminating portfolio in total adds up to 30% of your mark. 30 divided by 5 is 6, which means each test is worth 6%, and your culminating task is also worth 6%, okay? Now, with regards to this test, it will be open at 10 a.m., okay? If you read below, number 1, it will say, work on the review listed on that blue link that says week 1 test and portfolio part 1. Click that link. It's going to guide you to a review. I would highly advise that you work on the review first before attempting the test, okay? Because once you start it, you cannot stop it. How much time do you have? Well, we have it set for 3 hours. The majority of you will not take the full 3 hours. There's a couple of you who do have IEPs who are allowed extra time. If you find that in those 3 hours, you're still not done, send me an email and I could definitely make adjustments, okay? But I've never had anybody even take let alone 2 hours, let alone 3. But that time is available to you, okay? Now also, in addition, you'll see number 2, where we talk about the test. You are expected to submit your rough work to the week 1 test Dropbox as well, okay? So just this is to avoid, obviously, randomly clicking, to mitigate any cheating, okay? So part of your mark on the test will come from some of your rough work as well, okay? So what you're going to do is complete the test. It's going to give you a result. There's going to be a mix of multiple choice, couple long answers, etc., etc. Submit the rough work to the Dropbox, and then I'll be looking at the rough work and the test itself to come up with your test mark, okay? So you have 3 hours. Okay, so that's that. Now, your culminating, part 1 of culminating, will be available for you to start today as well, after your test. Now, you are expected to submit all 3 parts by the end of the course. There are going to be 3 parts. In total, that will give you your 6%, okay? So if you want, you can think of each part as being worth 2. But 6% is a big chunk of your mark. So I would not advise that you wait to the end of the course to complete all 3 sections. Use days like today where you only have the test to worry about. Work on the culminating, get it done today, okay? You don't need to submit it today, okay? If you want, you can, because the Dropbox is open for you to submit unlimited files. So you can submit part 1 today and just kind of let it sit there, but it won't be marked till the end of the course, okay? But again, don't wait till the end to try to do all 3 parts. On July 25th, I believe, is what the calendar says. July 25th is when you'll be submitting the culminating portfolio. That's when I'm going to start marking them. Okay. Now on the calendar, it does say it's due at 12 noon on the 26th, but don't wait till then. I'm going to start marking them 24th, 25th, for those who do finish it early, just so, we're not trying to cram everything in on that very last day. Okay. Questions regarding dropping the course. So there is no drop date, which means you can drop up to almost the last week, okay, without the mark being reflected on your transcript. So there is no drop date. So if you want to wait till then to drop, that's completely up to you, okay? Marks. So on grades, you should be able to see, if you're watching this video now, everything up to day 2 fully marked, okay, which is July the 3rd. So activity 1 and 2, okay, that will be fully marked. Stuff from July the 4th, so yesterday, will not have been marked yet. Some of it might be marked, but not all of it. But everything up to the 3rd is fully marked. So if you see zeros, those zeros are temporary. That's just to remind you how quickly this course is going, and that those zeros will stay there unless you get the task completed. And when you do, make sure to send me an email in the email listed below to give me a heads up and tell me to go check it, okay? Because there's going to be a zero there as a placeholder, I might forget to go back and check, okay? So just send me an email just to quickly remind me, okay? And I think that's about it for today. In terms of how much things are worth, so when you go to grades, you should be able to see everything that's being marked in this course, okay? In terms of the weighting, a general rule of thumb, quizzes are worth the least, okay? And then discussions are worth, it's not exactly twice as much, but ballpark, it's about twice as much as a quiz because there are so many more quizzes and not as many discussions, okay? And then the checkpoints are worth the most. With the exception of tests, but checkpoints are worth the most, and checkpoints are worth, I would say, about twice as much as discussion. So quiz, discussion, checkpoints, and then of course, the tests are worth the most, okay? They are worth more than any checkpoint because they're worth 6%. And so which means no checkpoint will be worth more than 6% of your overall grade. At most, 4 to 5 at most for each one. And then your culminating again is worth 6% as well. Okay. All right. Again, there are no office hours today because it's Friday. But if you have any questions, I'm still by my email. Feel free to send me one. And office hours will resume on Monday, 12:30 to 1:30. Okay. Good luck on the test today and have a great weekend.